What's up, my crypto legends? Well, the price of Bitcoin in rocket mode. It seems like we do want to finally test the highs here at $28,900 range. We're just $400 away from the start of the recording of this video. We had this range over here mentioned yesterday that their highest probability and a potential good trading setup was actually long in here, this Gartley pattern, the value area low, okay, mentioned on yesterday's live stream, okay, with good risk management. That was a very high possibility to claim $27,400 range. This finally happened, as you can see here on the chart. Not only that, we absolutely exploded this morning to go to much higher levels. We're going to talk about the potential scenarios that could happen in the next coming hours, okay, in the next couple of days. And also, I want to talk about a pattern here that was not detected here, guys, but it was very, very bullish. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin crypto, also do live streams to connect with the community. Not a financial advisor, do not buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in straight into the content, guys, because wow, what volatility. Price is absolutely exploding here to the upside. But first of all, let's talk about what was happening yesterday, okay? Because yesterday we were very much aware here on the live stream, you know, that there is a possibility in actually holding this value area low, okay, and getting a bounce, also forming that Gartley pattern, okay. We're just holding here the value area low, getting slightly below the value area low, and forming this Gartley pattern for that potential big bounce from this zone to claim that $27,400. This happened, guys, yesterday very, very beautifully. As you can see on the live stream, very much, you know, this is the only position that we were talking about, you know, potential long, because we do not want to short all the way down here to claim these lows. It's just not worth it. Finally, getting that bounce, okay, a lot of people extremely bearish, saying, you know, I'll see you at 26K, 25K, but this is the reality, guys. You know, a lot of people bearish, a lot of people shorting with over leverage, and what you get is a big, massive, wrecked momentum in less than 24 hours, of course, and of course, all of the shorts here are basically getting absolutely liquidated. So this is what is good, guys. We detect those patterns. We talk about risk management, okay? You know, if you are entering this kind of trading scenario, of course, you are entering right over here at this range, and you're having a stop loss, acceptable stop loss, okay? Even below this low over here, or slightly below the lows, okay, acceptable stop, because if you do claim this low, you're potentially going to claim this one right over here. So you don't want to have like a large stop loss like this, okay, because it's just not worth it. If you are claiming those lows, you know, you are going to get stopped out, and it's not worth the risk. Your stop loss needs to be either below this low or below here, this 7.8, right round about the 0.88, okay, knowing that if you do claim this low, you know, you're probably going to get a wick down, okay. So to have that risk management, you do not want to have a large stop loss below these lows over here, because these are liquidity zones. You're going to get the price having a massive wick down, okay, potentially, and it's just not worth it. So have your risk very well played, guys, because the market is here to take your money, right? We all know that. So basically, you know, this was that possibility of yesterday, you know, coming all the way up to the $27,400 range. Really nice, you know, risk to reward scenario right over here. But now this has happened. What has happened next, guys? Okay, because what I want to talk about also, you know, what was happening here was absolutely insane. There was a major pattern that I just detected this morning doing the analysis. And this is, guys, this is, bear with me because I'll leave a picture on top of me, a bump and run scenario. It was absolutely crazy. Just seen this right over here, you know, and we were kind of bullish at this zone, potentially, because the reason why you're bullish here is because these lows over here have already been claimed, right? You've already had that wick, you've already had the liquidity grab, and what you get is that dead cat bounce, and you look like you're going to turn around, but finally you get that big massive pump. You know, I've seen this a lot of the times, and this is why we talked about this yesterday, okay? So this is what happened, but not only that, there was something here backing this potential bullishness, and that was the bump and run scenario, okay? I'll be leaving the picture on top of me, and if you get this, you know, lower high resistance trend line like this, okay, you can already see, all right, that you have that bump phase right over here. You consolidate, and then you start having the run, as you can see. Now, the bump and run scenario, of course, the target is 28,200, which is this high over here. This could have been very much detectable yesterday, but I was focused on the lower time frames, this zone over here, the levels, okay? I mean, it finally did have that run up, but also if we would have added this potential pattern, you could be very much aware, hey guys, you know, this is possibly a bump and run, and these highs are actually going to be claimed, okay? Just something that I wanted to give, okay, a bit of education. If you zoom out and take a look at different scenarios, you know, you have also this one that could back your bullishness from all the way down here. So basically that is a pattern that already happened. Remember guys, my favorite trading platform is Bybit. You can claim up to $30,000 worth of bonus at the rewards hub. Now this bonus is to pay fees and also your losses. So make sure to claim that bonus that is available right now for Bybit, my #1 crypto trading platform. Zooming out on the 1 hourly time frame, guys, let's zoom out on the 1 hourly time frame and let's talk about what is next. What am I expecting next for Bitcoin after this massive big run up? Well, of course, you know, there were some resistance levels. Okay, I did get stopped out from a position. I also get stopped out, guys, from a stop loss right over here at this range. Why? Because, you know, basically, I mean, the volume was pretty high. It was a little bit of a risky short position. But stop loss was in place. Risk management was in place. You know, not even $100, okay, of movement, all right, on that stop loss. And I'm going to explain right away. Why did I short if we have in this massive bullish momentum? There was small reactions on the lower time frames, but let me just quickly go through here with the fixed volume profile, because basically the entire range here, the value area high was exactly at $28,250 approximately. We also had that daily level right over here at this zone. And we also had this high over here potentially that was going to get that liquidity grab and then the correction. So there's a lot of confluence. You have this high over here, you have the daily level, and you have the value area high from this entire trading range. So when we zoom in on the price action, okay, on the very low time frames, you can see that we just about hit that level. Now, something to consider, okay, the volume was relatively high. So it's a little bit of a risky zone, right? It's a risky zone. You've seen massive big volume to the upside. You know that that momentum could continue. So if you are trying to attempt any kind of short position, all right, want to see a reaction on the lower time frames and you want to have your risk management well in place. As soon as you're hitting that value area high, that daily level, you can see that this is not a massive, huge, successful breakout, right? But that daily level was actually holding as support. So if you are attempting to short right over here after this pump, you want to try and get in at the highest level possible, right? And have your stop loss here above the high, around about that 28,400, 430. So you can get a really nice entry, 28,350, right? Try and attempt to see, is this going to be a fake out from that daily, from the value area high, from this high, okay, that was created yesterday, which is exactly at 28,300 range, 28,200 range, sorry, okay, this high over here. So you got the daily, the high, probably a liquidity grab and then a correction. Of course, this was not the case. Bitcoin in absolute extreme bullish mode, just continuing, okay, the price action to the upside. But overall, it was a possible attempt, okay? Just to let you know, right? I also get stopped out, and this needs to be said. That most importantly, you want to have good risk management. Of course, this is a trade that also could have turned out really, really well. If this is a fake out from the value area high, the daily level, and the highs being claimed, of course, you could potentially be looking for a nice deep correction, at least to these lows over here, which is the weekly level. Weekly level also pretty much smashed early this morning. So not looking for short positions here after this massive breakout. But when you get this kind of breakout, okay, very a reaction, consolidation, you know, it's worth the potential risk, okay, with a tiny stop loss. Just like I said, it's also important to explain risk management, guys. This is what people need. The reason why we had this run up, guys, is because a huge amount of shorts are getting absolutely exterminated at this range. Stop loss above this high, stop loss above this high, stop loss above this high. No, it's not going to be claimed. We're going to go down to $25,000 when we at this price action, guys. we want to stay cautious because those bounces, are very much possible. These are movements that people do not expect. And this was very much mentioned yesterday. People are not expecting this move. So expect the unexpected. Now, nothing to be said, guys. If I do zoom out on the 1 hourly, of course, it does look like that with this kind of price action breaking the resistance zones, there's only one major resistance to be hit right now, and that is the $28,890 high approximately here, or depending on what exchange you're looking at. So I am looking for this high to be claimed. Will I be shorting this high over here, just like longing right over here, because this is a liquidity grab below these lows? Are we going to do the same scenario here? Well, this is something I'm going to be extremely cautious. I'm going to wait for that price action to see if it does fail to break out in the next coming hours and the coming days, because this is a crucial resistance zone, guys. All right, because if it does try and break out this high, it can be absolutely explosive. All right, we could have a massive explosive move because this is a huge resistance zone. It is basically the lows from 2021, okay, and 2022, that big massive support in between $28,000 and $30,000 range, all right, where we could get a huge, massive blast off, okay? So we want to be a little bit cautious with shorting, okay? The highs, of course, we will be knowing if it is going to be a fake out or not. Very clear example, you want to see a wick, okay, above this level, basically, and experiencing that momentum to the downside, and then possibly taking that decision with very good risk management. Overall, like I said, with this momentum breaking all of the resistance levels, I think it's unlikely that the price action, okay, we could get some corrective moves, of course, but unlikely price action is going to come down here back to these lows without claiming the highs. So basically looking for some higher levels here and then taking a possible decision once we hit these highs, depending on what kind of price action we create. If we explode with high volume on the lower time frames, of course, I will potentially be looking for long scalps, of course. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.